Sometimes in the summer, I don't want to visualize just because I am outdoors and I love what it's like outdoors, right where I am. And so I turn to a different form of brain retraining, more like mindfulness, and combine that with walking in the spirit. And let's give you an example of what that can look like. The sun is beating down, prickling my skin. I feel it on my legs and my arms. I'm grateful for a straw-like hat pulled low over my forehead, shading my head, my face, my ears and neck. The heat feels wonderful. It feels like a warm hug, almost like a gentle massage. And the air has a fresh, almost coolness to it. I feel that breeze that I hear in the trees. I feel it gently tickling my arm and gliding over my cheeks. I see it catch the leaves of the grapevines dangling from the arbor. Just a bit ago, I saw a robin fly into the arbor, and it didn't stay long, so I'm guessing he was feeding his mate, who is sitting on the nest. As soon as he dropped back down to the ground, he sat there for a bit in the shade of the arbor and listened. And I am just always amazed at how robins can hear. They can hear worms and tune out everything else. They can tune out the wind. They can tune out the noises we make around here, whether it be lawnmowers or running water in the house and doors banging and voices. And they just somehow hear worms. Oh, what an awesome creator we have. Beyond the grape arbor, ooh, I hear an oriole. The oriole is around the corner behind me. Such a cheerful voice. But beyond the grape arbor, I see flowers. Peonies are just busting open the last 2 days. 3 days ago, they were only buds. Yesterday, they were flowers. Today, they're brilliant spots. There goes the robin again. Oh, the robin's scolding. And there's a rose bush in the corner of the garden. It has beautiful pink roses, almost a purpley pink. I hear one of our resident crows, and I smile to think how we learned that crows live in families, and they don't all mate, but that means that some of the single crows help out with the family. They just all help out with the whole family life. And so when we see a single crow out patrolling the edge of the property or being attacked by a little bird, we think there's one of the aunts or uncles helping guard the family. Up in the sky, there are a few sparse white clouds. They're very lazy today. Feels like a perfect summer day. And it's not even summer yet. It's still spring for a few more days, according to the calendar. Of course, that is up for debate by each area you're living in. But that it is special to know that by the calendar date of spring, that the sun is still moving north. We are still getting longer and longer days, which means that it was so different for my nephews and niece to go home in the daylight last night after a visit instead of in the dark like they did all winter. There's the breeze coming through the cottonwood tree. I love the sound of those leaves, almost like water. Oh, what is that bird? And that one. I don't know the voices of all the little birds. I should listen to our CD again. I breathe deeply. And feel my body relax. I wonder if that's a blue jay that I hear kind of whining. That's definitely a blue jay. Oh my. They like to be heard and to be seen, and their colors are beautiful. As I breathe deeply, I think on my inhale, the earth is full of the steadfast love of the Lord. And again on my exhale, the earth is full of the steadfast love of the Lord. The earth is full of the steadfast love of the Lord. I feel my face muscles relax, my neck relax. I feel a little trickle of sweat running down my front, and it's way better than being in the sauna, though I'm grateful for that too. Being out in this fresh breeze, the sun has all these amazing benefits, actually giving us energy more than food gives to ourselves. It's amazing. The sound of the flies and bees buzzing around sounds kind of comical. They have different pitches. It's almost musical when they come buzzing around me, 2 or 3 pitches at once. Cotton is floating in the air. Cotton from the cottonwood trees. We have snow almost year-round, if you call that snow. I remember when I was at college one summer how people who had traveled from other areas of the country to that college course for linguistics in the Summer Institute of Linguistics, I remember how some had never seen cotton from cottonwood trees. And they thought it was just the neatest thing. And that was a really good perspective shift for me, having grown up with it and thought, oh, it gets in your nose and it fills the window screens. It was special to hear others find it beautiful and wonderful. And so I think of that when I see cotton coming down again. and I feel so much more relaxed than when I started. I feel so much happier and more peaceful. I have a smile on my face. The stressors that were weighing me down before are gone. I have left them with the Lord and focused on His beautiful creation and all the gifts that He gives me in the everyday. And in just 10 minutes, we can do this. We can do it in 5. We can do it in 1 minute. Shifting our focus to all the gifts around us God has given, but even more to who He is, to His steadfast love. So I hope you'll try this on your own sometime. It needn't be in a beautiful setting. You can be in a waiting room at a doctor's office and practice focusing on where you are, what you can find interesting or enjoyable around you, and focus on God and His good gifts to you in that moment. I'm Hannah with Brain Rewiring for Life. Please check back on my channel for more tips and methods of calming your stress response and resetting your nervous system.